Today, black children drown in swimming pools 7 times more than white children. It's a consequence of a legacy that started nearly 100 years ago.
The very famous incident of a pool manager dumping kind of chemical acid into a pool occurred in St. Augustine, Florida. I mean, it became kind of one of the iconic images of just the irrational anger that was behind the racial prejudice of the time. Racial segregation at public swimming pools took 2 basic forms. The form of racial segregation in the South, where cities had laws prohibiting blacks and whites from using the same pool. In the North, the form of racial segregation at pools that developed during the 1920s and 1930s was a de facto form of segregation. And so Northern whites found other ways to ensure racially segregated use of pools. They would locate pools in thoroughly white neighborhoods because they knew that it would be intimidating for any prospective black swimmer to travel into a white neighborhood.
In the 1950s, the civil rights movement expanded its efforts to end racial segregation in all public services. Pools became a contentious flashpoint.
The Fairgrounds Pool in St. Louis, Missouri, was the largest one in the country and possibly even the world, with a reported capacity of over 10,000 swimmers. It was built in 1919 and was segregated until a new mayor in 1949 issued an integration order for the city's parks and pools. On the first day that a few brave black swimmers attempted to integrate the pool, they were met with a violent white mob.
The crowd grows and grows and grows. They stay on the lookout for any identifiably black person, and they chase them down and assault them.
Just 6 years later, St. Louis stopped funding the pool altogether. That means that St. Louis lost what was one of the most prized public pools in the entire world due to racism.
Nelly, can we get them in the water, please? It's 12:05. 64% of black children do not know how to swim compared to 40% of white children. And so the numbers are pretty astounding when we compare it to our white counterparts.
Paulana Lamoniere started Black People Will Swim to teach swimming skills to her community in Queens, New York. She's trying to undo the disparity in swimming ability caused by segregation.
There are a ton of challenges and obstacles that have prevented black people from learning this life skill. The lack of access, swim lessons are really expensive, and so our program is simply the solutions to all the obstacles that black people have faced when it comes to accessibility and learning this life skill.